Okay, so this is an evaluation of the calf complex. We're going to have a look at the proximal aspect of the Achilles tendon, the Soleus, the gastrocnemius and the Plantaris within this video. So the first thing is to ensure your patient is lying prone and that their foot is off the end of the bed here so that you can ask them to dorsiflex and to plantarflex the ankle as required. You're going to pop your probe on first of all with an adequate amount of gel in a short axis view. And at this point, if we freeze the image here, we can nicely see the Achilles tendon at the top of the screen. We can then see the Soleus deep to it. And if we ask the patient to wiggle their big toe at this point, we can also see the FHL deep as well. Now we're going to focus on just highlighting some of those muscle groups we mentioned earlier. So as we bring the probe up in short axis, we can see, if we use the cursor here, we can see the Soleus is just starting to emerge here off the underside of the Achilles tendon. So we've got the Achilles tendon here. This is Kagers' fat pad at this point, a bit more distally. You can see it's more hypoechoic. As we start to come up, you see the darker or more hypoechoic appearances of the Soleus emerge on the deep side, or if you like in this view on the anterior side of the Achilles tendon. And now you'll see the Achilles tendon will start to span out at this point across the screen. So it's useful at this point to have, as we do here, what's called a convex view of this region to give you greater beam width and width of the image. So we can now see that the Soleus is really quite large. It's merged all the way across the screen. We can come all the way around to the medial aspect here, ensuring that we have plenty of gel at this point. We might put a little bit more on just to make sure we don't run out. Bring the probe all the way around to the medial aspect. We can see the medial border of Soleus there. And at this point we can see that the Achilles aponeurosis has really thinned out all the way across the screen. If we go back down, you'll see how that starts to merge into what becomes the Achilles tendon. So if we come up, it thins out across the screen. We've got the Soleus here all deep to that. This region here is subcutaneous fat layer, and obviously this is the dermal layer here of the skin. As we come up and we place our probe a little bit more medially, we start to see the emergence of the medial head of gastrocnemius, and we can just highlight that nicely with the drawing function of this system here. So this is the medial head of gastroc now appearing. As we come up, we can then merge laterally or move laterally, and we can start to see the lateral head of gastroc, which we can see here. Now, most commonly we see pathology affecting the medial head and its interface with the Soleus muscle deep underneath. We know that this now, in this view, this is Soleus in here. We have the medial gastroc here, and then with the lateral gastroc to the side here. If we focus again onto that medial aspect, we can then have a look at that medial gastrocnemius coming down adjacent to the Soleus, and you can see then how this then starts to form. If we reduce our depth at this point slightly, you can see how that starts to form the Achilles aponeurosis. So this is your medial head of gastroc here in a long axis view now. This is our soleal muscle here, or Soleus muscle coming through, and then we can start to see just the start of the formation of the free gastroc aponeurosis. And if we come on down, you'll start to see how that forms in long axis into ultimately what becomes your Achilles tendon. If we come back into short axis view at that point, making sure you've got plenty of gel to have enough contact, you can then again see that free gastroc aponeurosis. Now, the other structure that we were going to look at in this video was the Plantaris. And the best place to pick this up if it is present, and obviously it's not present in every single patient that we see, but the best place to pick it up is just down this medial aspect of the medial gastroc adjacent to the soleus, and you're looking for a very, very small hypoechoic structure that just sits in the interface between the soleus and the medial head of gastroc. And if you keep that centered in your screen, and at this point you can probably bring your depth up slightly, you'll start to see it very clearly moving down that medial edge. And we can see it here. And just keep your eye on that as it comes down, and you'll see how it is more difficult to see as it does come more distal, because it sits right on the medial edge of the Achilles tendon, which is now forming adjacent to us here. And we've got the soleus muscle deep to it here as well. So if we come back up, you'll see this is the plantaris just sitting right on the medial aspect of the Achilles tendon. And as we come up and move our probe that little bit more medial, oop, just lost it, bring it back, you see it just sits just there between the medial head of gastroc and the soleus, and that is your plantaris. And if we look at that in a long axis view, it has that characteristic appearance of two tram lines. So if you're ever looking for plantaris, here we can see just one tram line. If we come across, we can often see two tram lines there just about. There you go, two tram lines just about there. And that I know then, if I come back round into short, will correlate with my plantaris tendon here. So that hopefully shows you where the soleus muscle is, the gastroc medial head and lateral head, how they feed into the gastroc aponeurosis, and the gastroc then becomes, with the soleus, the Achilles tendon, and how you can find the plantaris on the medial aspect. I hope that's helpful.